song Nuts on His Street was a direct response to Sour Bird's Not the Bird diss track against Nuttybird. And in my opinion, it's pretty good, you know?
Wake your sour bird up. This is just a nutty thing, plain and simple.
So first of all, what does nuts on his street mean? So first of all, a nut is a fruit consisting of a hard or tough shell around an edible kernel. While, on the other hand, a street, a public road in a city or town, typically with houses and buildings on one or both sides. And the title of the song, I'd say, is pretty straightforward. There's nuts on his street, referring to Nuttybird. He's on his street and he's ready to diss the Sour Bird guy. Yeah.
This beat is getting nutty, Nuttybird on the beat. First out of the nest, cause I was a big nutty grad. You was creeping around the middle school camp. Reality struck when the big nut crashed. Hit all the birds, but you needed was cash.
So as we go through these lyrics, we're gonna notice the word nest being used a lot. So in these first couple of lyrics, he's gonna say, first out of the nest cause I was a big nutty grad. I have no idea what that means. The second one, you was creeping around the middle school camp. Sour Bird, those are some allegations you gotta handle on your own. Because that's pretty straightforward. Reality struck when the big nut crashed. So with these lyrics, I'm gonna assume Nuttybird is accusing the nest of like needing Nuttybird in order to like stabilize. Because they said reality struck when the big nut crashed. Maybe the big nut was Nuttybird leaving and he crashed and he leaves and the nest is all messed up. And then the next one hit all the birds, but you needed was cash. Again, referring to Sour Bird, perhaps hitting up all of his old bird friends, was like, yo, I need money. But that's all he needs. He doesn't want to like talk to them. He just uses the birds for money.
Our bird said you needed a job and thought you believed him. Sour Bird rap for a week, then you're gonna end up leaving. In fact, you already cooked him because this beat is just getting nutty. The stage a rapper not even locked in.
Our bird said you needed a job and thought you believed him. So, let's break this down. Our bird said you needed a job. Alright, maybe that's the birds in the nest telling Sour Bird to get a job. We don't know for what reason, but you know, it's there. And thought you believed him. Maybe they're saying that Sour Bird was like, yeah, I'll get a job. And they're like, oh, let's go, he's getting a job, but he never did. You know, because they thought you believed him, you know? Next one. Sour Bird rap for a week, then you're gonna end up leaving. In fact, you're already cooked. Yeah, because this beat is just getting nutty. That's pretty straightforward. He's saying Sour Bird is cooked, and he's gonna leave in a week because Nuttybird's gonna cook him, you know? To stage a rapper, you're not even locked in. I'm thinking that this means he's trying to stage as a rapper, you know? But he's not really a rapper because he's not even locked in. You know, pretty straightforward.
Sour Bird messed up, getting thrown out. Messed up big time, little bro. Hey, and you wonder why I barely show up, huh? Imagine your first game, had you already viewed your downfall.
Sour Bird messed up. He's getting thrown out. Messed up big time, little bro. It's pretty straightforward. He's saying, you know, Sour Bird, you messed up, man. You're cooked, little bro. And you wonder why I barely show up, huh? Now, this could refer to him, maybe, like, not going back to the nest. We don't know, because I have no idea what this means. And then the next one. Imagine your first game had you already viewing your downfall. Now, this means, it's pretty obvious, that, like, his first game, his first song, had him already viewing his downfall. Because he targeted Nuttybird. And Nuttybird's like, bro, you made a diss against me. Your rap career is already over.
Being straightforward before the next match. You're done for fiend. And teaching you a lesson, then making you aware that you're tweaking. You know the reasons, but still will never know this bird. Nutty, aka the bird is gonna beat you.
Being straightforward before the next match. You're done for a fiend. So I think the first part is pretty good. Like, pretty straightforward. Because that's what he said. He said being straightforward before the next match. Maybe he's saying he's maybe going to go into deeper thought within his new lyrics. And then you're done for, fiend. I'm teaching you a lesson, then making you aware that you're tweaking. He's gonna be like, yo, I'm gonna teach you a lesson because you're tweaking, bro. Why are you dissing me, bro? You're done. You know, that's basically what he's saying because it's a diss. He says, you know the reasons, but still won't ever know this bird. That's pretty deep, man. He's like, maybe you know the reasons why I left, but you will never actually know me for me. Nutty, aka the bird that's gonna beat you. That's pretty straightforward. You know, it's pretty good.
I'm still in the game, yeah, that's for you, fool. Birds took you under, see all the rules.
I'm still in the game. Yeah, that's for you, fool. The birds took you under, so follow the rules. So, he says he's still in the game. I'm assuming this means he can still, like, do the old things he could do in a nest, which I don't know what that means. Sounds pretty dangerous, man. He says, the birds took you under, so follow the rules. This is a pretty big one. Because this could mean that, like, the nest took him. Because maybe he was homeless or he was abandoned. He says, so follow the rules. I think that's some backstory right there.
That's not like you. Grew up in the nest where they hang. And the birds do nothing, it's like keeping you the same. Pass you to the left so the birds can breathe.
In this lyric, he says, but that's not like you. He doesn't follow the rules. Grew up in the nest where they hang. So maybe they both grew up in the nest where they hang. But we don't know who they is yet, you know? Because, like, there's not, it says they, you know? And birds that do nothing is, like, keeping you the same. Now, this could mean that maybe he didn't get punished when he was doing bad things, you know? So birds, they didn't do nothing, so they kept him the same, being all sour because he's a sour bird. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know, man. That's just it's the thing. Pass you to the left so the birds can breathe. Yeah, I don't know what this means. Maybe he just smells bad, so he's, like, passing him to the left. So, like, you can breathe now. Yay.
A couple sour birds in the game lately. Couple of fakies with the title birdie. Nuts in the crowd, then everybody came.
So, this bunch of lyrics, these are pretty straightforward. You know, it says a couple of sour birds in the game lately. Couple of fakies with the title birdie. Obviously, referring to Sour Bird. Because Sour Bird in his song, he said that Nuttybird was like a fake bird. He's not the bird. You know, that's what he said. And so he's like, couple fakies with a title birdie. You know, because he's also firing back at him. He's like, no, you're a fake. No, you are. And I think this next lyric, he's like taunting him. Because he said nuts in the crowd. And everyone came. What do you mean by that? It's Nuttybird. What are you trying to say? But I think he's taunting him, you know. Because he said... He said, like, you're in the game now, Sour Bird. But when they hear my name, Nutty Bird, you know, nuts in the crowd, everybody came. That means, like, everyone's going to Nutty Bird. You're like, oh, my gosh, Nutty Bird. So, you know, he's, like, taunting him.
But I'm gonna beat the nut life I gave. Nuts at the enemy, you bought poopy face. Nuts up. Birds in the nest, now with the sour, then all the other birds.
So right here, we have bird, I'm gonna beat the nut life I gave. Nuts at the enemy, you butt poopy face. That goes kind of hard. Nuts up, birds in the nest, down with the sour and all the other birds. So with the first one, I don't even know what this means. All I know is that he said, you butt poopy face, and that goes pretty crazy. The other one, he says, nuts up, birds in the nest, down with the sour and the other birds. I think he's just, you know, he's talking to the nest. He said nuts up. So people that sided or that were with Nutty Bird, they're up. He said birds in the nest, so he's talking to them. That's what I'm thinking. Down with the sour and the other birds. So maybe he's talking to Sour and the people that side were sour. Maybe he thinks that they're corrupted and they're running the nest wrong, you know? I think that's what's going on.
Sour, we in the nest still. So go grab yourself still, yeah, so real. Deal with the birds, a nut in the hand, and a bird and 10 yanks where Nutty stand.
So these are the last lyrics. Well, the second last. He said, Sour, we in the nest still. Now, I think he's referring to, like, since, like, they're dissing again, you know, they're beefing, so they're, like, still in the nest, because maybe that's what they did in the nest. He says, so, bro, grab yourself still. Yeah, so real. So I think he's like, yo, bro, grab yourself, bro. Like, get a hold of yourself. Like, what are you doing? Deal with the birds, a nut in the hand. Maybe he's saying, yeah, I don't know what the last one means. And a bird in 10 yanks. Or a nutty stand. I don't even know what that means, dude. I don't even know what 10 yanks are. I think he told me once, but I forgot, man.
Sour saw it. All fake. You know it's all fake. Dreaming of being a big time, but you only started because of this nut.
So with these last lyrics, Nuttybird is directly responding to Sourbird's lyrics and Not the Bird. I looked through them, and if you look closely, he's literally responding. Because in Not the Bird, he's like, your downfall. And he's like, there's no downfall to prey on in this song. So in this last paragraph, he's responding to that. And with the last lyrics where he's singing, that's just him just being extra, you know? That's just Nuttybird being Nuttybird. So there you go. That is the breakdown of Nutty's first song diss track against Sourbird, Nuts on the Street. I'd say it's pretty good. You know, it's pretty good. Yeah. Hit that